Lucid Dreamers. Back with another one, week 6. And the week that I've had, man, I don't think it's gonna be a long one. I am exhausted. I think it all came to a head this week, just how exhausted I am. And I felt it, man. I feel like I'm coming to this turning point where I just really have to let go of like trying to control every single part of my life, right? And letting people try to control every single part of my life, right? There's only one person who has control over my life, right? So I think I had to be so mindful, especially today, of rest because of what happened. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but I have not been okay. I've not been okay. And, this week, recovering a sense of abundance, right? This week, you tackle a major creative block, money. You're asked to really look at your own ideas around God, money, and creative abundance. The essays will explore the ways in which your attitudes limit abundance and luxury in your current life. You'll be introduced to counting, a blockbusting tool for clarity and right use of funds. This week may feel volatile. It felt volatile. I was all over the place, I'm not gonna lie. And not a lot, money almost felt like a secondary theme to all of this, right? In terms of money, I did the counting, and counting was just count how much money you're using during the week, right? And it actually made me a lot more mindful of how much I'm spending, how much I value money, how much I can afford to let go, how much I feel comfortable about spending, all of these things. But I think the rest, man, the rest was my main thing for this week. We were looking at favorites and counting money and, allowing the flow of energy, money, and all these different things, how I feel about money, looking at like, oh, people with money are this, money makes people that, like unpacking all of that stuff, but money isn't the only thing that we can have. It's a really important thing to have, but it's not the only thing that we can have. And having a lot of money doesn't mean you have a lot, right? And not having a lot of money doesn't mean you don't have a lot. But like like why treat money differently to how I treat having time, love, like all of these things that I feel comfortable praying about, going to God about, talking to my friends about, my family about, like, why not with money? It's a very interesting thing. And I guess it's societal. That's just the culture that we've grown up in to separate it. But I think, yeah, if the goal of this week was treat money in the same way, I get you, Julia. I get you. But when it comes to, yeah, man, hey, when it comes to everything else, I feel like I have been fighting for my life, I'm making things so big in my head because I'm trying to control like everything. I'm trying to control everything. Like, I'm trying to hold on to this and hold on to that. And, and hey, bruh, hey, it's not up to me at the end of the day. Not that I shouldn't put my all into, working hard for the things that I want, for the things that I have, everything. But it's not up to me whether or not I have them. So what good is it like killing myself for those things? And yeah, wake up calls, man. Just wake up calls and just, yeah. What I can say though is one of the things that I had to do this week was bake. And I haven't baked in such a long time. We used to bake with my mom, like growing up, like during school holidays. I used to love it so much. And I baked again and I made brownies. And everybody said they were good. I thought they were really good. So I don't know, man, being able to like create again, like music isn't the only thing I can create, right? Like there's so many things that I could make, and having like I shared them with my friends, like them like appreciating the gesture and actually liking the brownies. Like they were low-key hyping me up. Like it it felt good to make something again and to share that with people, right? Like I'm glad they liked them. But the very fact that I was able to like say, hey, look, I made this and I made it out of love, like for us. That's how I should be treating everything that I make, not just artistically, even the moments that we create together, right? But everything. Yeah, I almost didn't do my artist date this week until I literally watched someone on Instagram do like, I maybe had like 4 or 5 artist date ideas that I was gonna spread out over like the next couple of weeks. And I literally saw someone do like literally all of them like in the span of like 2 days, or at least post about them in the span of like 2 days. And it made me go like, dang, bro, like I'm overthinking all of this, right? Like just go and do. Allow yourself to have a break. Like the artist dates are still for me the most important part of this whole course. Taking the time to like step away from everything and allow myself to be in spaces where I feel most like myself. So yeah, I ended up doing artist dates. I went and I watched a dance class for a bit. I also went to the cinema for the first time in a while. I thought I wasn't gonna go to the cinema. But growing up, I've always loved the MCU movies. So the latest Captain America movie, I went and I watched that. And just like planning my next ones, I already bought like tickets to go and do my next artist date and stuff. Cause I was just like, bro, like this person is literally doing what I've been planning on doing, but putting off. And they did like 2 days, bro. And you know, like look at me. So yeah, I wasn't gonna let that happen anymore. All in all, this past week feels like I reached the bottom of the seabed, and I don't know if I can necessarily say I'm pushing off, I'm pushing up, but I'm allowing the water to carry me, you know. I don't always have to swim, you know, because sometimes it will be with the current, sometimes it will be against the current. Life is always felt against the current, you know. But coming off a high season, it feels like I'm being tested again. So I'm just trying to be mindful, man. I'm just trying to be mindful of all of that and not let it defeat me, you know. Get down 9 times, get up 10. And in all of that, again, I think I've been really grateful for the people in my life who show me the love that I need in times like that, even if they don't know what's going on. And also being cognizant of like, who do I let know what? Like, it's okay for you to not know everything about me. Like, I need space to be me regardless of, you know, who's watching. And if that means that you can't be in that space or know about that part of my life for now, like, people are gonna have to accept that. So yeah, week 6, crazy week. This coming week, week 7, recovering a sense of connection. We turn this week to the practice of right attitudes for creativity. The emphasis is on your receptive as well as active skills. The essays, exercises, and tasks aim at excavating areas of genuine creative interest as you connect with your personal dreams. So yeah, I'm all about the dreams. So let's see where this one takes us. I mean, I hope I've learned my lesson. Let go and let God. That's been the theme of the week, essentially. With that being said though, stay blessed, y'all. Peace.